Since the outbreak of the Ukrainian crisis, the United States has continuously strengthened all-round sanctions against Russia, and frequently put pressure on countries to impose sanctions against Russia. Now, the negative impact of U.S. sanctions on all countries has emerged, at a time when the economies of various countries are interdependent and closely linked. The sanctions stick of the United States and the West is affecting many people and creating a new humanitarian disaster. Especially in some developing countries with weak economic foundation, economic development and social stability are seriously threatened. Moreover, the abuse of sanctions by the United States has further exacerbated the anti-globalization, which has a far-reaching negative impact on the recovery and development of the world economy. However, even the United States itself cannot escape this bad luck. At present, the U.S. economy is facing the three highs challenge of high inflation risk, high debt risk, and high asset foam risk. The sanctions against Russia have led to the rise of commodity prices, and led the Federal Reserve to tighten monetary policy in the short term, but it is difficult to achieve price stability fundamentally. This problem will haunt the U.S. economic recovery in the next 1 to 2 years or even longer. Another cost of large-scale fiscal stimulus is the surge in U.S. federal debt. At present, the total federal government debt of the United States is about $30 trillion, far exceeding the GDP of $23 trillion last year. The International Monetary Fund recently released the World Economic Outlook report, which pointed out the outbreak of the conflict between Russia and Ukraine. The United States and many countries have offered several rounds of sanctions against Russia, resulting in the continuous rise of global inflationary pressure. The tightening of the global financial environment, caused by the increase of interest rates in many economies, and the global economic recovery faces multiple risks. Facts have proved the United States and Europe are also deeply affected by the sanctions against Russia. In order to maintain its economic hegemony, the United States abused sanctions, weakened global industrial division and cooperation. Its irresponsible and selfish policy not only did not help ease the situation, but also seriously damaged the global industrial chain and supply chain, triggered new problems in the fields of economy and trade, finance, energy, and food, made people of all countries pay for their strategic private interests, and cast a shadow on the prospects of global economic recovery.